Welcome back, Stay Familia. How are you guys doing today? Today we are starting off with a little cooking segment. I'm bringing some cooking vlogs in this because I know you guys like when I cook, so why not show you guys how I do my stuffed shells, right? And this is similar to how I do my lasagna, obviously just different noodles. So I'm just gonna show y'all how we do it. But before we get to it, make sure to subscribe, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you turn on post notifications so you're notified when we post a new video. But let's get to it right now. So for today's video, these are all the ingredients that we're going to be using. We're cooking with some ground chicken today because I'm not really into beef like that. And it's always the safest thing to do. You know, you can never go wrong with ground chicken. So we have some ground chicken. We have the shells. We have some sharp cheddar and mozzarella cheese. We got the Prego sauce over here. We got the sofrito over here. And for the seasonings, sofrito is one of them. We use garlic powder and pepper. I keep it light on the ingredients just because the sofrito has a lot of flavor. And the sofrito, we used peppers, onions, garlic, some olive oil, and yeah, that's basically what the sofrito we use. And then some Parmesan cheese. So let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to do a voiceover because I just don't want it to be such a long video. But the first thing you're going to do is wash them nasty ass hands. Make sure you're singing happy birthday and you scrub a dub dub under them nails and everywhere. Now that your hands are clean, you're going to want to open up the chicken and you're going to want to strain that nasty blood that comes in there and just make sure that all of it is out. You're also going to want to just rinse it a little bit. I mean, that's how I do it because I just feel like it's safe for me. Here we got the pot for the pasta noodle, which is already on high heat. And here we have the pan for the meat, already on medium high. I want to sprinkle some olive oil. And you want to now put in your sofrito since, you know, the pot was already cooking on some heat. So it's a little, heated up, I should say. But like I said, the sofrito has some red and green peppers, some garlic, some onions, a little bit of olive oil, and all those flavors. I had to place you guys down because it was uncomfortable. But as you guys see, I'm throwing a little bit more on because you don't want to be cheap with it. That's where you're going to get all the flavor for your meat. And you guys saw that I'm making a lot of meat in there. Okay, so I placed you guys down and now I'm just letting it like simmer a little bit to cook a little bit. But now that it's hot, I'm gonna put in the meat slowly and then I'm just gonna make sure that all the sazon, or the sofrito I should say, is mixed in there because that's all the flavor, girl. Don't wanna be cheap like I keep saying, but just make sure to stir it thoroughly. I also forgot to show you guys that I do put limon in it. I might have went a little heavy handed there, but it's all good. I love some limon. But just a little limon juice there. And then once you mix all that thoroughly, you now want to throw in your little garlic powder, your pepper, and stir it again. And make sure that you get in there. So now you're going to check on your pot, and now that it's boiling, you want to throw in a little bit of salt, not too much, And it was a little hard to do this for you guys because I was holding y'all on one hand, but you want to throw in. I was cooking for about let me see, like 10 people. So I did a box and a half, and I had a lot of leftovers. So yeah, that's how much I made. So you want to make sure that you mix it in so none of the pasta gets stuck together. And now back to my meat. Now that you see that it's cooking, you want to make sure that you're stirring it and getting all that seasoning back in there. And you just don't want no uncooked meat because that shit is nasty, girl. Don't be doing that. So make sure you're crushing it because it kind of like bunches into one thing. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just breaking it apart and stirring it. And from there, after you make sure that everything is good and stirred well, you want to put a lid on and make sure that the inside is cooked.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Admiring this little cutie that fell asleep while watching me cook, my baby. And this one knocked out drinking his milk. My babies. Look at him. What the heck? Now back to this video. But right about now, the meat has been cooking for, I'm gonna say like 25-30 minutes. So you want to keep on checking on the meat. Like I said, girl, I like my meat to be dead. Like, I'm scared of like uncooked meat. So I'm always like every 10 minutes, like constantly stirring and all that. So once that's nicely stirred, you want to now add in your pasta sauce and be generous. You want it to be saucy. Don't be scared of the sauce, y'all. So mix that in there, make sure there's enough in there. And then once you are good with the sauce, you want to throw in a little sprinkle dinkle Parmesan cheese just for flavoring. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's delicious. It's so, 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 so good. So definitely recommend you trying it. Once that meat is done, you want to put it, of course, for a little, and you want to take now your pan. Make sure you wash it, girl. Make sure you wash it because you don't want to be eating from a dirty plate. But anyways, make sure you spray some of that Pam, I guess it's called. That buttery canned shit. And then you gonna put some of the sauce. Like I said, you can't be scared of the sauce, even though I have heartburn with this pregnancy, but it's all good. It's all good. So now that the noodles have been done and resting, you want to stuff them. I mean, they're called stuffed shells for a reason, right? Now, I did it very simple because one of my cousins, she's very picky, pickier than my children. My children eat their vegetables. Usually, I throw in some mixed veggies that have carrots, green beans, all that good. But this time I just did it with plain ground chicken and cheese. So, yes, y'all gonna see the montage for that. And that's basically how I do my stuffed shells. Now that all the stuffed shells have their meats, you want to throw in a little bit of sauce on top, and then you don't want to be cheap also with the cheese. So I made half the one side with extra cheese and the other side with just very few cheese because some of us are a little bit lactose intolerant over here, mamas, and it's all good. The food is great, and if we suffer with our tummies being satisfied, and that's on period poo. Also, make sure that when you're doing this step, your hands are clean. I've been cleaning my hands for a minute. And if you heard this, Naldo said that my hands are ashy as hell because of it. Then you're gonna be like Salt Bae and just sprinkle dinkle a little bit of sharp cheddar for a little bit more flavor and more cheese. And then you wanna pop those suckers in the oven. Make sure you preheat. I preheated to 375 and then I cranked it up a little bit because we were running behind, but it turned out great. Taste test on the stuffed shells for the birthday girl.
Muy bueno.
Did you get the extra cheesy one?
Yeah, I did. It was delicious. It is delicious. Thank you. Thank you for making it.
Happy birthday again.
Okay.
Fufi, say happy birthday. And this is the cousin that doesn't eat vegetables. She's worse than a kid because, you know, my kids at least love vegetables. But this is my plate. Little food vlog over here. So I'll do a taste test for you guys. Okay, another taste test. Let's see.
I already tried it.
She got her little
I'll try it
extra
again.
crispy.
Yeah, that burnt cheese on top is the magic touch.
It gives so much flavor, right?
Mmm. Ooh, it's hot.
Yeah, girl, I took it out the oven and
I feel like Mavi extra enjoying his food. This is excellent.
Thank you, thank you. A little bite for y'all.
My feet are the most ticklish.
Delicious.